Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of Zombie 100. Now last episode was our first episode, pretty much setting up the premise of our main character living his horrible wage slave black company, life that just makes it seem like life's not even worth living, right? But one day, zombie apocalypse, and now life is great. He gets to make his bucket list and go out and do all those things with his newfound freedom. So let's jump on in and see exactly where he starts with that list. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, looks like we're seeing some of the previous life real quick. He doesn't care. Yeah, you know what happens when you tell your boss at a Japanese company about how sick you feel? They say some variation of, just think about the customers, They're the ones that really matter, not you. Just try to guilt you into working more than you should. But yeah, even if you get your newfound freedom, the trauma is still there. You're still gonna have the nightmares, that's for sure. But the realization, that's gotta feel good. Yeah, look at that bright, shining sky. A brand new day. The birds are chirping. The zombies are probably groaning. Yeah, yes they are. Yeah, last episode he did lose his love interest, but yeah, clearly other girls to meet, and a shogun, There's also a girl, it looks like. Gonna max on my volume. Such an artistic masterpiece on that canvas behind them. Imagine trying to sing along with this song. But yeah, Song of the Dead. And some people complain about the Black Company segment being too long in episode 1, but I definitely disagree with that. It needs to be long enough for you to really, really understand. Not just intellectually understand, but emotionally understand what it feels like to be rid of that. That was a glorious moment last episode. Finally get the quip right to the boss's face. Dystopia, Song of the Dead. Dystopia, more like utopia. And a good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today? You were supposed to catch. The one downside is the garbage man's never gonna come. So don't be too wasteful. Room's all clean. As Jordan Peterson always says, start with cleaning your room. Yeah, you're gonna be low on stuff if you don't scavenge. Something in your life. Live, perhaps. Enjoy. Okay, that second guess was right. I mean, that's a life right there. I mean, Nama Beer, I think I heard about that in a YouTube video a long time ago. I mean, life doesn't get any better than this. Oh, do we still have some reporters, some camera footage, some news going on? Oof. But I'm still doing my best. They're about to come in? Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. That poor woman. But not for me. Yeah, you're gonna run out eventually, man. Shibaraku o machi kudasai. I feel like you're gonna be waiting a while. Yeah. It's not gonna refill. It doesn't last forever, man. Because going to the cone beanie is not as easy as it used to be. But it's definitely necessary. That's why you always make sure to stock up. You never know when your next trip to the store will be more difficult. I don't suppose any of you got a beer on you, do you? What about you, ma'am? If you come up here, I'll share one with you if I get any. Can't stand there forever, especially if there's no beer. I forgot my key. Let me in. Just pray, I guess. But it's probably not gonna help. I don't think you guys are appreciating your newfound freedom enough. Hey guys, do you have beer down there? Okay, I knew something like that was gonna happen. It's like, yeah, so about that beer. No, just the guy that's just hanging around. Yeah, I don't mean to intrude. I need an alternate method. I don't need safety. I need beer. I love just because they're not gonna understand his casual, happy disposition. They're just not gonna understand, and that's hilarious. But hey, it may rub off a bit on them, so they're like, "That's the most mentally strong man I've ever met in my life." Yeah, he's about to make some friends for life. However short they may be. And the show really makes me want to rewatch High School of the Dead, but I know the story's never going to continue, and it's sad. That is how it works. The more people that get bit, the more it goes up. But at a certain point, they start to go down. If you have enough survivors, picking them off one by one. The man knows his priorities. What can I say? Yeah, they got alcohol and cigarettes. I think that sign said. So we should be good. Big Brother's watching. Yeah, if you were just looking at camera footage and saw that, you would just be like, that was unexpected. Is there an attractive girl in here? Just enjoying a nice beverage. Okay. It's not beer, but yeah, we should definitely get to know her, Survivors stay together and all that. So, you want to come back to my place? I don't think she minds too much. But damn, she's cute. Considering she's out here casually drinking water, I think she's a bit different than them. People are cowering in their apartment. Making small talk at the cone beanie with a stranger in a zombie apocalypse. Would you like to join me? At least, please say hi to me, at least. Yeah, my boy here trying to get with that. Well, yes, but I mean, I don't think you understand. Zombie apocalypse is the best time to be drinking alcohol. Okay, she's a try-hard zombie apocalypse survivor. Gotcha. So they might not gel too well. Well, damn. Flirting failed. I was trying to defend you. You're making this difficult. But wow, what a shot. Oh, wow. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay, that makes more sense now. And yeah, great view. So is that like a comrade of hers? Are they like a full group going on a supply run to bring back to Alexandria? I almost want to play a video game with this setting. So you'll mount me, but you won't give me your contact info. I'm getting mixed signals here. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. It's a long walk back through a zombie lake. So... Okay, apparently that was just a random accident that she was paying attention to and he wasn't. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like her. Definitely better than the last love interest. I think we can make something happen with her. Just gotta show her your serious side. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult. Is there another bike available? Like a moped? Let's go. Yes, it is. Very convenient. I mean, there's always better upgrades. What do we got? Oh, wow. Yep. Full-blown motorcycle. Yeah, this is what I call an upgrade. Until you crash. Well, maybe we can stick the landing. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Popping wheelies. No need to show off, dude. The zombies are not that impressed. Really is like the one virtual reality Saints and Sinners Walking Dead game. Because, yeah, you actually do climb the pole to get into certain houses with the doors blocked. Are they already dead? They're already dead, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, I should have figured. They didn't even get to have some beer first. Yeah, that's tragic. Hey, we're still get some TV. I guess that's something. I guess you can't really rely on Netflix or anything like that during a zombie apocalypse. So, one scenario where you definitely want to stock up on Blu-rays. Is that just the wind? Confess to the girl I loved. Is that the girl that we met today? Yeah. Yeah, clean my room. We did that. Ride a motorcycle. So we are making progress for sure. Try out dreadlocks. Really? Why did that? mood. Ride an RV, go stay at home. Bang a zombie. Go home and spend time with my parents. I don't know how valuable that is. My best bud. Well, 33. It's no 100, but we're getting there. How much time do we have left? Okay, more than I thought. Do we have to wake up at 6 a.m. even during a zombie apocalypse? I guess she would. But yeah, hey, we actually get to see her life. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's great. Even has a Timon or PC setup. Yeah, she's definitely a tryhard. I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know, just... with our comedic, you know, zombie anime, she just feels a little bit out of place almost. But, you know, realistically, this is going to be the majority of actual survivors. Maybe not quite to this extent, preparedness-wise, but, like, you know, working out in your apartment and all that. And countless vitamins and supplements. But, I mean, if you're going to look for a girl during a zombie apocalypse, English, but you're not gonna get much better than this. Incredibly attractive, incredibly working on her figure and stamina and survivability, like, you're not gonna get better than this. Okay, that's definitely pretty interesting. Are you okay? What did you do? Climb something? Okay. Wow. It's just a movie. Okay. She's even doing zombie research. Just wow. Sprinting. Is that a maid? Meanwhile, our boys are there drinking beer. Yeah, obviously the fast ones will be more dangerous, but like the slow ones are actually just more scary. Like in the Walking to BR game, like when they're just barely moving, even just standing there, it's just terrifying. So yeah, that was her setup. Yeah, she would never be the protagonist of a comedy anime, that's for sure. But God, is she beautiful. Energy gas. You should grab yourself some beer, girl. It's like, no, I mustn't. It's not healthy. It's not nutritious. So now we get to see her first impression of him. Blue. Yeah. Well, you think he hangs out with zombies? Well, he's just casually shopping and chatting. Burn. Like, she's not wrong, but it's just a difference of priorities. You want to live as long as possible, or do you want to enjoy the short life? She just thinks so much. I'm glad we're getting all these holes filled in. Put that tongue in your mouth, man. Not essential. Yeah, she wasn't expecting the manly defense position. And he wasn't expecting that. But he would be dead if she didn't. I actually haven't seen that too much, so, but I guess it could be a trope. It could always be better. Yeah, he definitely caught your interest, didn't he? I mean, like I said, there's not really a better time to need a beer. Maybe you should try one. You know, loosen up a little bit. Yeah, she's still thinking about that Sakura mochi, but it's not healthy. Nothing but efficient days. That's that. I mean, that perfectly describes her. They're basically. I'm not gonna talk about it more in the discussion, but like a junkie. And clearly one more girl to meet. Happiness of the dead. Okay. Happiness of the dead. And that's our, like, Shogun girl, you know. I mean, clearly they're gonna hang out and be pals, so that the show's gonna have a very different feel to it when that happens. Wow, she is actually really stacked. I didn't notice until now. Definitely not as sexy as our other girl, though, overall. I mean, just look at that girl. Jeez. Literal perfection right there. But, anyway. Best friend of the dead. Okay. That was the second episode of Zombie 100. And very interesting stuff. This was the first time we got to see a full episode of the zombiness, aside from the nightmare, right? So we got a real good feel for the overall setting that we're going to be living in. And yeah, he's enjoying himself. his plan was to just kind of like hang around the house, drink a beer, which is a great plan, up until you realize you're out of beer, and then it becomes non-viable. But now that a quick visit to the grocery store, convenience store, can fix. We got a little bit of television broadcasting stuff, so obviously the world's not completely over just yet. Like, I don't know exactly what the percentage of survivors are, but there's definitely some, right? So, at least 3 more, that our protagonist will become friends with. So, even like, well, there were a couple survivors, the Katakas, whatever they're called, down below. They were stressing out, like a normal reaction to having zombies all around you and pounding at your door and all that. Like, it's a pretty scary stuff, but meanwhile, their young neighbor sliding down the pool, off to go for a beer run. Just no big deal. That was really funny scene. I enjoyed that. Because obviously their situation doesn't get improved by that overall, like in a practical sense, but calming them down was still good. I mean, if you're gonna die either way, there's not much point in being scared and stressed out, for your last few minutes of life. So, and anything that could help with their mental well-being is good, I would say. But then we had the real meat of the episode, which was meeting our new girl. I do not remember if they gave us her name in the episode, but I looked on my anime list and her name is Mikazuki Shizuka, so I'll call her Shizuka. And yeah, she is an interesting one. Obviously, one of the most interesting things here is that her and Akira are literal polar opposites. He is focusing 100% on enjoying the moments, taking you only live once to its most logical extreme, right? Not valuing getting nutritional stuff and surviving in order to enjoy the maximum amount of days, like not in order to have the maximum amount of days for potential enjoyment. I hope that sense makes sense. But she is trying to maximize the amount of days that she has, but having no enjoyment at all in them. Like, what does she even do for fun? Nothing. Like, she researches, she takes vitamins and supplements, she eats a healthy diet, she exercises, makes sure to keep that cardio up, like they say in Zombieland, Like, that only gets the health useful stuff in runs, not even treating herself to like one little nice sugary snack. And she says, no, not today. Like a girl on a diet or whatever. Right? So they're literally polar opposites. So obviously they're gonna butt heads initially, but they do see opposites attract. So I do think that's why, despite some of the harsh things she said to him about, you're living your life incorrectly, basically, she's still, you can even tell without watching her actions that he is living rent-free in her head. She still thinks about him, and, it seems to be having a bit of an effect on her, right? I think that was probably the reason why she was thinking so much about, hey, I should have got that Sakura Mochi, right? So, the fact that he did go risk his life just for some beer, that kind of, like, is very contradicted to her worldview, so it does kind of force her to readjust a little bit. Like, why would somebody do that? If they're doing it, there must be some sort of value in it. Is there some sort of value that I'm not understanding, I'm missing out on with my way of doing things? So I do think his actions did have an effect on her kind of perspective. So we'll see how much that actually changes her behavior in the end. But she's just great, like, kind of character I can imagine just going on a zombie apocalypse with a baseball bat, smashing heads. But yeah, so that was a big thing. I greatly appreciated actually getting to see her living situation, because obviously they're trying for a very direct contrast with our protagonist, so to really drive that point home, you gotta show everything, so I really appreciate that they did that. But it does seem like there's a couple other characters we're gonna meet and become like a group. We have been able to hear as well, Beatrix and Kenichiro. The next episode was called My Best Friend or something like that, I think, so I don't know who that's referring to exactly, maybe the dude, I don't know. Usually when I hear best friend in the context of a male, I think of another male, but we'll see. But we got to see him write all these things down. I think that 33 in total. Obviously got to do a few things today, which is good. But yeah, when I saw the clock and I saw 6 a.m., like somebody was about to wake up at 6 a.m., I did think something was wrong. Like, our protagonist would wake up at 6 a.m. He doesn't have a job to go to. But she would. She with her dual monitors set up. I think she actually had a third one, we just didn't see the initial shot. But yeah, it looks like there's actually might be just a laptop there. I don't know. But she has a pretty cool setup overall. Like, she's got like a hacker vibe with all the monitors and stuff. She's got the athletic vibe. She's got it all going on. Let's just say that. Her face almost reminds me of someone else. I can't put my finger on it. I mean, It's a little bit like Vinet from Gabriel Dropout, but I don't think that's the main thing that comes to mind. But it certainly reminds me of that a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode, right? So yeah, this is some really interesting stuff, a lot of funny stuff. Our protagonist also, like, yeah, upgrading from a regular bike to a literal bicycle. pretty cool stuff. But well, the one good thing about the Kosakas dying is that you wouldn't have to share any of your spoils with them, I guess. But yeah, really good stuff. I'm continuing to enjoy the show a lot. Really fun. And I look forward to seeing how things go in the third episode. And just looking forward to meeting our two new characters and kind of eventually getting to see what our overall group dynamic is. Like, are they all going to, like, hang out and have one group base and, you know, that's going to be their survival group? Like, because that's what the ED kind of seemed to me what was going to happen. They're going to be a literal group that sticks together for safety. And obviously this girl, very efficient, calculating, pragmatic. But if there's a group of like-minded people that she feels like she can survive with, she will cling to them. The only reason why she didn't cling with Akira was because she didn't view him as a good survivalist. But if he could convince her otherwise, she would totally stick with him, right? If she could view him as an overall asset to survival. He just has to convince her of that. But yeah, good stuff. So thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.